What if I told you that the secret to building serious wealth isn't complicated, isn't hidden, and is available to absolutely everyone, including you, right now? It's a force so powerful that Albert Einstein himself supposedly called it the eighth wonder of the world. Before we dive in, please remember that this video is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. My goal is to help you understand these concepts so you can make your own informed decisions. With that said, in this video, we are going to break down the single most important concept in personal finance: compound interest. I will provide a clear framework that simplifies this subject, showing you exactly how it works with a real-world example. By the end, you'll understand the snowball effect and have an actionable step you can apply immediately. Make sure you stay until the very end, where I'll reveal what our next video is about. And trust me, it's the crucial other side of this coin. So let's start with the basics. What is compound interest? Imagine you're at the top of a big, snowy hill with a tiny little snowball in your hands. This snowball is your money. Now, if you just let it sit there, it stays a tiny snowball. If you add a little more snow to it yourself each day, it gets a little bigger. That's kind of like simple interest, or just saving money. You are the only one making it grow. But what if you give it a gentle push and let it start rolling down the hill? As it rolls, it picks up more snow. The bigger the snowball gets, the more snow it picks up with every single rotation. Soon the snowball is growing by itself, getting bigger and faster, turning from a small ball into a giant boulder. That is the magic of compound interest. It's your money making money, and then that new money making even more money for you. It's the ultimate form of passive income, of making money while you sleep. That all sounds great as an analogy, but what does it look like with real numbers? Let's tell a story. Meet Alex. Alex decides to start investing. Alex starts with an initial investment of $1,000. And to keep the snowball rolling, Alex commits to investing an extra $100 every single month. Let's assume Alex invests in something that gets a historical average return of about 8% per year. In the first year, Alex's $1,000 earns 8%. That's $80. Alex also added $1,200 over the year. So far, so good. The growth seems small. It's a tiny snowball. Many people get discouraged here and stop. But Alex is patient. Let's fast forward 5 years. By contributing $100 a month and letting the interest compound, Alex's account is now worth around $8,800. Alex has personally put in $7,000. The extra $1,800 is pure growth. The snowball is starting to pick up some snow on its own. It's getting a little bigger. Now let's jump ahead to year 10. Alex has continued to contribute that same $100 every month. Alex has put in a total of $13,000. But the account value is now over $20,000. That's over $7,000 in growth. More than half of what Alex personally contributed. The snowball is now a decent size, and you can really see it growing with each rotation. This is where things get exciting. The momentum is building. By the way, if you're finding this breakdown valuable and you appreciate this clear, in-depth approach, a quick click of the subscribe button below is the best way to let me know. It helps this channel continue to create helpful content just like this. Now let's move on to where the real magic happens. Let's jump to year 20. Alex is still just putting in that same $100 a month. Over 20 years, Alex has contributed a total of $25,000. It's a lot of money, but it's been a slow and steady process. But what is the account worth? It's worth over $58,000. Alex's money has more than doubled. There is now more money from growth in the account than money Alex personally put in. The snowball is big and it's moving fast. But what about the long run? What happens when you let the snowball roll for an entire career? Let's check in with Alex after 40 years. 40 years of investing just $100 per month after an initial $1,000 start. Over 40 years, Alex's total contribution is $49,000. A respectable sum. But after 40 years of rolling down that long hill, the snowball has become an avalanche. Alex's account is now worth over $350,000. Let that sink in. From a simple habit of saving $100 a month, Alex built a fortune of over $350,000, with over $300,000 of that being pure growth. That is the power of the snowball effect. But to truly understand the magic here, let's introduce another character, Ben. Ben is Alex's friend. He heard Alex's plan 40 years ago and thought it was a great idea, but he decided to wait. He figured he was young and had plenty of time. So Ben waits just 10 years before he starts. He wants to catch up to Alex, so he invests more. Instead of $100 a month, Ben invests $200 a month for the next 30 years. He starts with the same $1,000 and gets the same 8% return. So, to recap, Alex invested $100 a month for 40 years. Ben invested $200 a month for 30 years. Ben actually invests more of his own money over his lifetime, a total of $73,000 compared to Alex's $49,000. So, who comes out ahead? After his 30 years of investing, Ben's account is worth about $245,000. An incredible amount of money and a great success. But it's over $100,000 less than what Alex ended up with, even though Ben invested more of his own money. That 10-year delay, that decade of lost compounding time, cost Ben over $100,000. Alex's snowball had a 10-year head start, rolling down the hill, and Ben's bigger contributions could never fully catch up. This is the single most important lesson in finance. It is not about timing the market, it is about time in the market. This brings us to the two essential pillars to making this work. The first and most important is time. As we saw with Alex and Ben, the growth in the first few years was slow. The real explosive growth happened in the last decade. The longer your money has to work for you, the more powerful compounding becomes. This is why starting early, even with a tiny amount, is the single greatest advantage you can give yourself. The second pillar is consistency. Alex didn't try to time the market. Alex just kept adding that $100 month after month, feeding the snowball and keeping it rolling. A small, consistent effort over a long period of time leads to breathtaking results. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. This sounds great, but I don't have $100 a month. Or, is it even worth it if I can only start with $20? The answer is an absolute yes. The biggest psychological hurdle in investing is feeling like small amounts don't matter. But as we saw with the snowball, every single snowflake counts, especially at the beginning. The goal is not to start with a fortune. The goal is to start a habit. The habit of paying yourself first, of putting a little bit of money to work for you, is far more important than the initial amount. Starting with $20 a month is infinitely better than not starting at all. You can always increase the amount later as your income grows. But you can never get back the time you lose by waiting. Don't let the idea of perfection stop you from starting. The most successful investors don't start because they have a lot of money. They have a lot of money because they started. So we've covered how compound interest is like a snowball, growing on itself. We saw through Alex's story how a small, consistent investment can grow into a massive sum over time, thanks to the two key pillars, time and consistency. These ideas work together to create a powerful, simple system for building wealth. To make this practical, here is your one assignment. This week, I want you to find just $100 in your monthly budget. Maybe it's a few coffees, a subscription you don't use, or one less dinner out. You don't have to invest it yet. Just identify it. Then, go to an online compound interest calculator and plug in the numbers. See for yourself what that $100 a month could become in 20, 30, or 40 years. The goal is to make this real for you. If this concept excites you and you want to continue mastering your financial future with simple, practical steps, the best way to support this channel and see future content is to subscribe. And you'll definitely want to, because our next video is absolutely critical. We just showed you the incredible power of putting your money to work. If this concept excites you, hit subscribe, because next we're going to show you what happens if you ignore your money. To do that, just click the subscribe button right below this video and be sure to turn on notifications. Thank you for your time and attention today, and I look forward to seeing you again.